So each product you will be selling at different prices, right? So you maintain some price. You don't remember in your head. Yeah? Somewhere you will maintain. If you don't use SAP or ERP, you will maintain some Excel, right? Okay, this product is to be sold at this price, right? So that is something master it only, right? The price of each material. Okay, CMIR is different. CMIR is something, any information which is only specific to one customer and one product. That kind of data we maintain in CMIR. Okay, so CMIR is customer plus material. Based on this combination, if you have something to maintain, something unique or some certain things you want to maintain, that time you use CMIR. And price master is only price. This product, this is the price. That's it. Pricing we will maintain. That's the team maintains actually. Taxes they will maintain. Okay. When I say pricing, so whether it's a price or it's a what do you call taxes, okay, both will be maintained via VK11. Okay, but VK11 we will do for prices and FI team will do for taxes. Okay,
Okay, okay.
this tax is something both are it's kind of a common or share point. It's integration between SD and FI. It's not purely SD and not purely FI, but majorly if you have to give it to some one team only, then you will give it to FI. That taxes will be maintained by FI team. Whereas prices will be maintained by SD team. Okay. Yeah. So this I think we have already covered. Yeah, this core master object we have already seen. If someone asks you, as I said, what are the master data object in SAP? So customer master, material master, CMIR, and condition master. Yeah, and now let's see in detail actually each master data object actually. The first is your customer master. Okay. Now there is difference between ECC and HANA. Earlier, you had a T code to create XD01, similarly XD02, XD03 for customer master. Okay. Now in HANA, it's BP. Similarly, for purchasing side, you will have for vendor master, right? So vendor was VD51 like this. There was a T code. Okay, I don't remember the exact T code, but some other T code was there. But now all those are eliminated, and we have a new concept called BP, business partner. See, BP means why SAP has came up with this new approach actually, and what is the idea behind it? See, whether it's a customer, whether it's your vendor, whether it's your transporter, whether it's an employee, anyone, all these persons are your business partners only, right? They are helping you in business. Somehow they are like acting as a business partner only. So that's why SAP has removed all those concepts like customer master separately. Even though the same team is there, even if you create a BP, whether that business partner is a customer, whether that business partner is your vendor, whether that business partner is an employee, then that all segregation will have. But at a global level, at the higher level, we call it BP, business partner. And as I told you earlier also, material master is something which will be shared across all the module, right? Purchasing team will also use the same material, production team will also use the same material. But how they will segregate based on the views. Sales view, we maintain, MRP view, PPT maintain, purchasing team will maintain. So similarly, in customer also, there are different roles actually. Okay, let me open one customer master actually. When I told you T code is BP, BP business partner, it will open up like this. Then you see this button, you click and open BP. You can type your BP number and then you open it. Now see, this is your business partner in S4 HANA. This is not a customer master. Okay? If someone asks you, though it will be working as a customer based on the roles actually, but if someone asks you what this screen is looking like, so it's a BP screen, business partner screen. Now, as I told you, whether it's a vendor, customer, transporter, anything, salesperson, sales employee, anyone, those all are created as a business partner first, right? And as I told you, at the top level, they are business partner. Then,
Deepak,
yep,
Your voice is not audible properly.
Mm, okay. Now,
Oh, yes, it is now.
okay, it's hot actually. I'm running a fan nearby and I'm going to close it. Okay. So as I told you, now let's say this is your BP. Now, whether this business partner is working as a customer or vendor or what is his role actually, right? If I say BP, as I told you, everyone, everything is BP, customer, vendor, everyone is BP only. But what role it plays that defines the category of the business partner, right? So similarly, we have used BP role. If your business partner is extended to this role, this is your sales role actually, okay? FLC U01, and this is your finance role, FLC U00. Okay, to work a business partner as a customer, at least these three roles you need to have in your customer master or in your BP. Then only you can use that BP as the customer master. Let's see here. I don't know what happened. Yeah. As I told you, this is your general role. That 00000, right? If someone asks you what is the general role of a business partner, then you need to say it's 5 times or 6 times zero. If someone asks you what is the sales role, then you need to say FLCU01. This one. If someone asks you what is the finance role for the BP, then you would say FLCU00. Now, when I told you this finance role, who will maintain? The finance consultant or finance person will have to maintain all this data, whatever is required for them. For salesperson or sales perspective, we have to maintain our data in this role. Clear? Now, let's say there is a BP who don't have these two roles. Then definitely that business partner is not a customer. Maybe it could be vendor, it could be transporter, it could be sales employee, anything. Let me just see. When I'm into display mode, right? Now I'm into display mode, right? How can I go to change mode? If I have to go to change mode, what I have to do? Anyone? Now in one transaction, I am into display mode. I want to go to edit mode.
The logo are near to relationships.
No.
No, in the top of the, you can see the,
So what you
uh,
said, you know, this button,
The
not the
logo
right, in the
between
left
group
side
and
left button.
relationship.
this one,
Yes, I guess.
right. So everywhere you see this button, that's a switch between display and change, or you can also go through here also. Okay. Similarly, as any other software also, whatever button you see here, those all options will be here only. Okay. Let's go to at first. Let's see. We are under display mode, right? So under display, whatever you roles you see here, that means this business partner is acting or is playing these many roles in the company, right? It's working as a customer. So as I said, it will have definitely two roles: the customer role, the sales role, and the finance role. And there are some other roles as well. So there are, as I said, there are multiple roles actually. But whatever role it is already extended, those only are appearing here. But if I go to change mode, okay, let's go to now change mode. Now if I press this drop down, you see there are so many roles actually. You see, it could be agent, it could be a commercial clerk, right? It could be a competitor, it could be a carrier, it could be consumer, it could be sold to party. So many roles it has. Okay. So based on this role, we define what is the function of that VP in the company, what role it is playing. Yeah. Now let's go back to display mode again. Uh, yeah, and I told you, general data we maintain in general role, that is your this role. General data, what could be a general data for a customer? What is its name, the address, postal code, which country it belongs, right? The phone numbers, or let's say, let us maintain some phone number also for time being. Okay, now we have phone number also. So all this information, right? As I said, actually, what is general data? Whether it's a vendor, whether it's a customer, name, address, phone number, email address are kind of generic data, right? That anyone will have. Any business partner who is doing business or is helping the company to run the business, these data will be required, right? Even though that BP or business partner is working as a sales employee. Let's say we all five or four people are working in a company. We will also have our own customer code, right? Not customer code actually. We'll have our employee code, right? So these data are basic, very basic, right? What is my name? What is my address? Phone number, email address. So all those data we maintain in general role. Okay. So that's why it's a the general data. Now let's first talk about the sales data. Now, let's say there is a customer called Kuswant in my company, right? I'm running a company, Kuswant is a company. Then there could be few data which is related to its billing. Let's say Kuswant said, okay, at the end of every month, I'll pay you. Or for let's say there is some certain data, like Kuswant say, whenever you are tipping me any good, that kind of setting or that kind of route you need to follow. Some there is some certain predefined or pre-agreed conditions, right? That we need to follow whenever we are delivering goods to customer. So that all data we will maintain in under tipping. Okay, this all comes under your sales. Now, what you will maintain in company code? I'm just giving you a high level. We'll go and see what are the fields actually. What are the few important fields in all these view actually. It's all a view actually. A view or role. So general role, company code, sales area role, or they will sometimes they call it sales view, FI view, or general role or general view. Now, if you are working in a company, there could be GST number, right, or tax number, or whatever the number you say, right? That number will be something a finance person has to maintain, right? So where they will maintain, that will be maintained in your company code data only. Okay. Now let's see few example actually. As I told you, you see, this is the ECC T code. Okay. Now, what is the T code for customer master? If someone asks you what is the T code to create customer master, it's BP. It's not XD01. Even if you try XD01, let's see. Let me open other T code in another window. What it say? Someone read it. The message what is appearing down. Anyone?
It's an organization.
No. What is the message? Just read the message. That's it.
Business portal created as.
Redirecting the transaction BP as a transaction XZ01 is that is the code, that is the matter, right?
Yeah, that's the information SAP is giving you that now FD01 is not longer working in your S4 HANA. So
Yeah, it is
SAP is
BP.
yeah, it's redirecting you to the transaction BP only. Okay, just give me one second, guys. Yeah, so there are so many places in S4 HANA that you will find this kind of message that this like directing to this T code as this transaction is absolute. Okay, some sort of information you will get. As I said, there are few uh, what do you call structure level changes and also the front end level the T code also got changed. So this kind of information you will get. So even though I'm trying to use XD01, system is telling me this is not longer in use. You are being redirected to the BP only. Can I say BP can be created as a three type actually. BP can have three category basically. It could work as a person, it could be org, it could be a group. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, and also remember one more thing. Most of the ticket you must have seen like creation is let's say VA01, the change is VA02, display is VA03. But in BP, everything you will do in BP only. There is no BP01, BP02. That's only BP. That's it. You go to BP, then you can switch the use that icon or use that switch to go to change or display. Okay. There is no direct code to go to the change mode. Okay. Now one more thing. Let me. Which one is easy access screen out of these two? Which experience? Right side. Who will use that right side of screen
The
most of
right
the
side
time?
one.
End users. Or to create day-to-day
End
transaction.
user.
If you're testing, you will also use this screen only. But mostly, as I said, we will be creating some transaction only for testing purpose. It's not our job to create the sales order delivery, right? So for testing purpose, we may create, but day-to-day, we will be using mostly the end users only. And the left screen, whatever you see, that's the SPRO ING screen, right? Now, similar to this SPRO, easy access also follows some path if you have to follow, or you can directly type the T code directly. Okay, everything, whatever transaction you create, whether it is sales order, delivery, whatever you create, there is a path actually. Okay, you can go through that path also. Let's say logistic, sales and distributor, master data. You see, business partner, product condition, output. Okay, output is also one sort of master actually, but in general, we don't call it output because I mean output as a master data because we hardly have will have some 50 or 100 record actually. These four if you tell that's enough. Customer, material, CMIR, and pricing master condition record. Now, you see under the master data, it has BP, it has condition. CMIR I don't see here. Maybe some other place it will be there. So as of now, since we are going to create BP, we go to BP, customer, create BD0. Why it says BD0? Let's see. So see, it's again coming to this same screen. If I select, let's say I'm selecting this org, okay, I'm clicking OK. See, it's the same screen actually. Okay, let us go to BP and then let's try to see where it takes us. Okay, I type BP, I'm creating, let's say org. You see, both are same screen only. If I close this, you see, both are same, right? So you can select whichever role you want and then accordingly you can create. So this is how you create a customer master. We'll create a few one, a few of for our purpose, but that's fine. Right. So this is the T code, and if you want to use the easy access path, you can follow this path. So it will be just time consuming for everybody. So even whether it's an end user or you, but you if you remember the T code, you simply type the T code and then you start doing your transaction. Okay. Now. All you can read through for the theory part. Now let's explain everything. Okay. So now let's see what are the tabs or what are the views or what are the screens we have where we maintain few important data. As I said, there are n number of field in customer master. Okay, everywhere, whether it's a customer, it's a material, there are n number of fields. Okay, but it's up to the business which data they want to maintain. SAP has given that doesn't mean you have to maintain all the data. If you have, you maintain. If you don't have, leave it blank. That's it. But few will be mandatory data, right? Like without name, what is the customer? There is no meaning of customer. So name is something which is mandatory. Yeah,
Deepak, I have one question. Like in BP, what was that group organization and
true.
one more thing was
Let's say
there.
okay. Let's say there is a,
Group organization
company
and
Tata Steel, right? I am also running a company. Okay, who is buying some product from Tata Steel, and then I am uh, manufacturing some other small products. Then I'm selling. So my company is also registered as a company in the government, right? I also pay some tax to the government as a company. Okay. Then whenever I am buying that goods from Tata Steel, so it's kind of B2B business, right? Because I am also a business. I also have a GST number. But let's say when you go to Tata Steel and when you buy something, it's B2C because Tata Steel is a business. You are a customer. You are not a business, right? You are using for your own purpose. Let's say you bought something to use in your house. You are not going to produce something out of that purchased good, right? Then you are just the end customer. So you are working as a person or a customer. Whereas I am working as a company or a B, business, B to B. Okay. And group is something just any group could be there. It's not individual person, but it's a group, but it's not a company. Okay. So organization means someone or something which is already working as a company and it is registered in the government. It has its own GST number it will have. But when you are working or when you are creating a customer as a what do you call this person, that means it's not a company. This person will buy its good and they will just consume it. That's it. But the organization mostly what it will do, it will buy something, they will do some manufacturing process, they will do some sort of production or machinery and all, and then they will also sell it maybe, right? So that's the organization. Okay. And when an organization is buying something, that transaction we call it B2B. Business is selling to a business. When a person is buying something, it's B2C because it's a customer, end customer actually. Even though let's say organization is buying something from a company, they manufacture something, they do some sort of machining and manufacturing process out of that purchased good, and then they sell it. Eventually, they will also sell it to some end customer, right? Eventually, that goods are going to be consumed somewhere. But since this is company, when this organization is going to buy, so we call it a B2B and it's an organization. And group, as I said, it's not a single person. Let's say we five have decided to okay, we'll buy something from a company. Now we cannot have one PAN number, right? Because we all have our own PAN number, right? We have four people, then we have all different PAN numbers. We will have a different address, right? So that is a group. So that group also you can create. Okay, these five people are also. I mean, let's say these four people is also a group of customers. They always come and buy something. Then how they use it, it's up to them. That's fine. But as a customer, it's not an individual person. Neither it's an organization. It's a group of people. Yes. No,
So
no.
in
Mostly we
general,
will use
we
this
use all
organization.
these
Mostly now.
three
Okay, because whenever the big companies are operating, they don't sell it to the end customer
organizations.
directly.
Okay.
I mean, if it's not retail, it's end customer, that's fine. But most of the big manufacturing companies, they don't sell it to end customer directly because that what you call the invoice value will be too less actually. So they generally sell it to the big or some small company, then they sell it to someone, right? It could be some dealer, it could be some what do you call broker or something or someone. But that is organization actually, right? So mostly we will be creating organization. Okay. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's see. This is been also BP, or not BP actually, XD01 from the ECC. So that's why you see this view. You see there is no role concept, right? There is no drop down for role. You see, whereas in S4HANA we have this role. So that is one of the primary difference in customer master in ECC and HANA. Okay. In customer master in ECC, when we were using this XD01, it was coming to directly to customer master. But in HANA, when you are going to create a customer master, first you need to create a BP. Okay. So this is how basically it will look like actually if I have to give some graphical representation for the people who understand. So whether it's a customer, it's a vendor, okay, it's a agent, it's a sales employee, okay, whether it's a transporter, these all are your business partner only. But how you segregate it based on the roles, right? Each will have its different roles. So when I have to create a customer, first what I need to do, I need to create a business partner first. Then what I will do, I will extend that role or sales role to the business partner. Okay. So if I create, so first screen, this screen actually, where you create a general data. Okay, let's give something. Let's create it. That's fine. Okay, let's say I give this company, then I give some name. Okay, I give some address maybe. Let's use the existing address. Let's not type it. Let's say 4 anything. Let's say country is IN. This is F4. Now you see when I press F4 here in the region, I am getting all the states of India only. If I change this country, then I'll get the state of this country. Okay. So now this F4 is only limited to IN. Okay, let's select anything. Uh, okay. Uh, it is asking, it is giving somewhere that postal code must have a 6 digit. Length should be 6 digit. Because in India, how much is the length for your postal code? Anyone? Yeah, what is the length of your postal code in India?
Hello? Yeah. Yeah.
6 digit only, right? So SAP
Six
has
digit.
that validation actually whether your postal code is correctly entered or not. So even if you type 5 digit or let's say anything you type, SAP will not validate the exact code because SAP doesn't know what code, what postal code it will be there. It will just validate the format that it should be 6 digit. You type 1 2 3 4 5 6, it will accept it. You see that is gone now. SAP doesn't know whether this is the exact postal code or not, but what it is just taking the format that it has to be 6 digit. Okay. Now let's say let us go to, let us give some email address also.
Deepak, like there is some disturbance with you or some Yojana, I
I
don't
don't
know.
think on
Some
my
background
side.
noise was disturbing.
Maybe from Yojana side maybe. No, no, it's okay. So let's say I given some this one also. Postal code I given. Let's say phone number I give something. Okay. I can save it. You see, this business partner is created. Okay, the BP is a vast topic actually. If you ask me, business partner, as I said, BP is now centralized. Every partner who is helping you in your business is coming under BP. It's a very huge configuration required for this one. You don't have to go to that level actually. If you understand how this BP works and the basic stuff, that is fine for you people. Okay. So now what I did, I just created a business partner 173. Now it is not decided yet whether this 173 is a customer, it's a vendor, it's a sales employee, it's agent. I have not told anything to SAP as of now. I just told it's a BP. So I have created this 173 as of now. Now, if I have to work, I mean, I want this business partner to work as a customer, what I need to do? I told you just right away, I mean, few minutes back on this. If I want this business partner to work as a customer, what I need to do?
Like
We
we
need to
have that
change
same
We
code.
have to give this customer role
role.
to this business partner, right? And let's say if it's a sales employee, then I will give this sales employee role, whatever role it will be there, I will assign that role to this BP. Okay. So general data,
Like the
no,
T
that
code,
was
right?
not T
Deepak,
code.
like F
That was a
double
role
zero
actually.
something.
That's
You
not
have
T
to
code.
give.
Okay. That is the
This
role.
thing, yeah. That's true.
This role we have to assign if you want your business partner to work as a customer. These two actually. If you create this, you will be able to create sales order, that's fine. But at the time of invoice, you may face some error because as I said, when you are doing billing for any customer, that time some company code data is also required, right? The GST number, the PAN, everything. So those all data will come from your finance role only. So maybe you will get some error. So it's If it's a customer, these two roles will be there for any customer. Okay. So general data clear? What we maintain in general data? Let's say what else we have imported in general data. I think this much only. Mm, We really maintain this tax number and all. I mean, we maintain, not obviously not us. It will be maintained by these tax people only. We don't maintain it. It is there. If it is not there, you don't maintain it. You can keep it blank. Yeah, general data, you ignore all this. We'll see. It's not that important. If someone asks you what data you maintain, you can say phone number, address, email address, all this stuff we maintain in general rule. Okay. Uh, Updating data is all are not required. Even if you don't maintain it, will work actually. Okay, you will have. Yeah.
So Deepak, so XD01, XD02, XD03 are
No,
for
no, no.
you are saying for
XD01,
comparison, right?
02, 03 is also a T code to create a customer master, but that was in the older version of SAP. In ECC, you have to use those T codes XD01, 2, 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Since we are into HANA, we cannot use this XD01, 2, 3. We have to use BP only.
No, that's what I'm
Right.
saying.
There are
We are
multiple changes.
comparing
Okay. In
S4HANA
ECC, between
and
ECC and
ECC.
HANA. So we'll see whenever it comes, I will tell you. So this is one of the difference between ECC to HANA. So customer master or the business partner concept is introduced in S4 HANA. So now every business partner, whether it's a customer, vendor, or transporter, that will be created first as a business partner. Then we extend the respective role to the BP, or we say we extend the role to the BP. That's what we call in SAP terminology. Then that business partner will work as that role only. Okay.
Deepak, so this
Yeah, I'll tell
account
you all
group
this.
and
Yeah,
number
I'll tell you. Don't
range
worry.
are there in
I'll
this?
tell you all this.
Okay. Okay.
Industry and all basic stuff only. Hour. Yeah, this is something which is important actually. Let's say Yashwant is also a company or a customer. Okay, let's assume anything, whether it's a person or it's an organization, that's fine. But let's say it's an organization, and yes, whenever ever I am selling some goods to Yashwant, right? Then let's say Yashwant is running a small company that only operates in the daytime. In the evening or in the night, there is no person in the factory. It's a small factory actually. So now, if I deliver the goods at the night 10 p.m., what will happen? There will be no one in the company, right? In the F1 company, nobody will be there. Then my truck will be just waiting there for that 8 to 10 hours idle, right? The next morning, the person will come, the company person or the employee will come, and then it will be unloaded, right? Correct? So if a customer has a specific requirement on the receiving of the goods, like it happens in our Flipkart or Amazon, right? They ask you first the timing and the day when you want to deliver or when you want to receive the goods as per your convenience, right? Similarly, in SAP also gives you that option to maintain that good receiving hour. So here you can maintain the timing when you want to receive it, right? That data you have your control. Time and date, everything you can control from here. Okay. You maintain the customer master only. In the BP, I mean the general rule. I think this was here only, I think. It was I saw just now. Good receiving hour. Let us go to this chain and this mode, edit mode, and let's see. You see? You can maintain everything Monday, this time to this time. Tuesday, this time to this time. You can maintain everything. Okay. You have all the control. So whenever you have maintained this kind of data, let's say Yashwant maintained, okay, on I will only work 3 days a week. My company only runs 3 days a week, and these remaining 4 days we don't work. So he can maintain the data like this in the SAP. Some data, like say he is operating 6 to 2 daily. I mean Monday to Wednesday. He'll maintain something 6 to 2 like this. He will maintain something. Now whatever he maintains, what will happen actually? This is not the correct way actually. You have to maintain the timing and everything. Okay. The format and maybe 600 or this thing. That's fine. Now let's say what will happen. Let's say I'm trying to deliver the goods on Friday. System will automatically see this master data. Okay, when the delivery will happen, I'm creating a delivery. I'll do the PJ and all. System will consider this also as a factor. That okay, on Friday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the delivery should not happen. The system will automatically, let's say the delivery date is coming on Friday. Let's say the goods availability, the pick pack time, everything happened on Friday. Then unnecessary my truck will be hold for 2, 3, 4 days, right? So automatically the system will give pick pack time on Saturday or Sunday, so that the loading will happen on Saturday, Sunday, or then it can be delivered. The system, what do you call? System consider all this data while delivering the goods actually. Okay, so that's what we maintain here. This is something in interview this can also be asked actually. If a customer has a specific requirement on a time basis or on a day basis, where you maintain it, you maintain customer master. Okay. First, they will ask you where we can control this or not. Okay, they generally this interview will ask you like this: if a customer has a requirement that okay, the goods needs to be delivered only on these 3 days a week, and rest 4 days they don't operate. So, is it possible to control in SAP? Then you have to say it is possible. Then the next question will be where you can maintain this data, how you control it. Then you need to say in good receiving hour we can maintain the date and hour. Clear? Clear so far? Okay. So this was all
Yes,
about
yes.
the general data. Now company code, right? Company code, whether you call it company code data, you call it FI role, okay, the finance data, all are same only. Okay. Company code is finance data basically. What is the role for finance? Let us open the existing customer. Let's not. What is the role for finance here? Double zero. Correct. Let's
Yes,
go to that one.
MCUW.
Okay. Now you have to go to this one, company code data. Okay. Now we have to select one company, or which company do you see? This customer, right? This customer is extended to these three company codes: 1010, ZCON, ZDPK. Okay. You can select anyone. That's fine. So in company code data generally there are few data only, but those are very important. Let's see what are those. This reconciliation account, okay, this is very important. Without this, your accounting entry will not happen at the time of invoice. Okay, where you maintain here. Okay, let's say you are running a shop and something you sold, right? Let's say you are running a electronic shop. You have some electrical appliances, fridge, TV, refrigerator, all those things you sell, right? So when any sale happen, right, you note down somewhere. Okay, today I sold these 10 fridges, right? This much amount I received, right? Or let's say it's on EMI, then also that also you will note down somewhere, right? Okay, this I have received. Let's say that the price of that fee was 30,000. I will receive 10,000 each month. So these all data you maintain somewhere, right? So that data what you maintain in diary or in Excel, in SAP we call it as accounting entry. Okay. For small business you can do in your diary in your Excel, but in SAP that we call it accounting entries. Okay. So this is how, see, in SAP actually, in SAP SD, accounting entry will be generated at two places. Two times your accounting entries are generated. Okay. If someone asks you, just remember this one. We'll see all this when we create our sales order and all. But as a theory, just remember this. In your OTC process, there are two places where the accounting entries are generated. The first is at the time of PGI. Okay, let's take our own example. Let's say you are selling a fridge, right? When if a customer comes, he buys a fridge, you load that fridge into a truck, then you send it right to the end customer address. That time one accounting will be generated. Why accounting is required? Because that time you actually that fridge is now removed from your stock, right? It is deducted from your shop stock, right? That fridge is gone now. So that is something goods issue means goods is issued to the customer now. So my stock will reduce, right? If I send something, let's say I loaded the fridge into the truck and I send that truck to the into customer. That time my stock will reduce, correct? So that also I will note down somewhere, right? Now I have 9 fridges. One fridge I sold it. I note it down somewhere, right? You must have seen if you buy something, they do the billing and all. Maybe they do directly or indirectly system updates the stocks in the backend, right? Now the one stock less we have. So that is also one sort of accounting entries. I'm giving you a very basic example. There are a lot of other stuff also happened at the time of PJ, but just as a basic understanding of you. So at the time of PJ, one accounting will be generated. What is the basic idea? What happens at the PJ? Your stock will be reduced and your cost of goods issue will be increasing because now you have sold it, right? So cost of goods issue, COGS we call it. COGS or something, cost of goods issue, goods sold. That will increase. Another accounting entry happens at the time of invoice. When you do the billing, that time this accounting entry will take place. Okay. And now let's say you are running a business and what do you call mm, 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 we put it in your real world. Let's say you are selling different items, right? You have fridges, you have home theaters, you have microwave, and what you do, you maintain the sales data or you maintain in different diaries, right? Let's say you maintain in different diaries. When you're selling fridge, you maintain in some different diary. You maintain microwave, you maintain in some different diary, right? So that you also have a very what do you call uh, what do you call very prepared and organized data when you want to see the report how many microwave are sold, right? So those all diaries or small data which you maintain in your small diaries, those diaries we call it GL, General Ledger in SAP. Okay, from GL we segregate it, so that's we call GL, General Ledger. Stand up now. Just remember this reconciliation account will be used at the time of when we are creating the invoice, and it will generate the accounting entry if your reconciliation account is there. If it is not there, it will not create the accounting entry, and your sales process will not be completed. Even if the invoice is created and accounting entries are not generated, your invoice or your sales process cannot be called as a complete into it. Okay, just remember this term. Reconciliation we will use for your accounting entry at the time of invoice. Who will maintain this reconciliation account? FI person will maintain. Yeah, because this is coming under your finance role, right? FLT 00. So that finance person needs to maintain this one. Now, yeah. Now also, let's say you when you sell a good to end customer, right? So as a salesperson or as a part of sales team, whether you work as an employee, whether you work as an agent, you work as an employee, you work as a consultant, your scope is only limited to sell that good. That's it. Whether the payment came or not, it's not our headache, right? That's the role of the sales, right? Sales should happen. How the payment will come and all, that finance team will handle. Now, what is terms of payment? The terms of payment is the agreement between the company and the customer. Generally, when we go to any shop, we take the good, we give the payment right away, right? Via credit card or cash or a UPI, anything. We pay it right away. But when you see the big company, how they operate, they don't pay it right away because they are something they take some money from loan. They always there is some always cash flow happening in the company, right? So they don't pay at the same time when the billing is done. So there is some sort of agreement uh, between the customer and the company that okay in let's say next 20 days I'll give the payment or next 30 days I'll give the payment, okay, or let's say 50% I will give in the next 20 days, then the remaining 50% I will give into the next 10 days. So that kind of agreement happens between the company and the customer for big businesses actually. So that all data we call it terms of payment, right? Sorry, if
So they were giving credit.
yeah, kind of trade you can say
They were giving
because it's
credit.
a huge money actually. It's not small amount, right?
Oh,
So generally they don't pay it right away. Generally some sort of paid kind of stuff will always be there. Okay. And also when you are giving credit, let's say you bought something and you told me Deepak, I'm a company and you bought something from me, and then agreement happened between you and me that okay, let's say the payment is of 1 lakh. You said okay 50,000 I will give in the next 10 days. Next 10 days means from the date of billing. Let's say today billing has been done on 20 April. That means 30 April you will give me 50,000, and then remaining 50,000 you will give me 10th of May. Okay. So this data we call it terms of payment. SAP has already given a lot of payment terms actually. If it fits, that's fine. If it doesn't fit, finance team will create their own terms of payment. Okay, and they assign it in the customer master. So where you see the terms of payment. Okay, there are very few data in finance role actually, which and those are very important actually. I said this is important for your accounting. This is important when how the payment is going to come. You see, there are so many payment terms SAP already created. If it fits, you can use it. If it doesn't fit, you can create your own. You see, like if you see within 8 days, new date, okay, or up to 6 months, partial amount payment allowed or not. All these are different agreement basically how the payment is going to come, right? See, within there is some agreement happened. Okay, if you pay me on time or before time, I'll give you some sort of discount. That also is something which is a part of payment agreement only, right? So you see, if you pay me within 14 days, I will give you 3% cash discount. If you give me within 20 days, I'll give you some 2% discount. But if you give me uh, after 20 days, then I will not give you any discount. So this call or agreement of payment only, right? Terms of payment basically. So this all data we maintain under this. When not we, the finance team will maintain it and they will assign it in the customer master here. Okay. We don't bother what is the payment term and all. We just want to see the invoice. That's it. How the payment is going to come, it's not our headache. Okay. Now, similarly, if you have terms of payment, you are giving something on credit, then also, you also need to track whether the payment is coming on time or not, right? Let's say Kuswant is always paying me on time, right? Then for me as a company, Kuswant is a good customer, right? I can give credit to this customer because he is always paying on time. But let's say that the customer is not paying me on time, right? Then I will hesitate to deliver good. I will deprioritize that customer, right? Because the payment is not coming on time, right? So all those data also we maintain or we can track in the payment history control. But I said these all are controlled or maintained by the finance team. We don't bother about all this data. Whatever data we see in the finance role, whether it's reconciliation, terms of payment, or payment history control, we don't bother. FI team has to handle all this. This data will come into our sales document. That is fine, but we don't own this data. Okay, when I say we means not as a consultant, not as a salesperson also. It's not our headache. Okay. Now let's go to sales data. Understand we have. Okay, let's see. This is your sales role, correct? Let's go to sales role now. When you go to sales view. Now, as I told you, there could be multiple sales here, right? And based on the sales area, the customer can also be extended to multiple sales area. If you click on this button, you see, this button will tell you how many sales area it is extended. Similarly, it will happen for this finance role also. If you go to this finance and if you click on this company code, you will see all the company code which is already extended for this customer. Okay, similarly, the as you also same pattern follows. If you go to sales and distribution, if you click here, then you can select these as there are four sales area on which this customer is extended. Okay, let's select any one. Now see there are so many things in actually when you talk about the customer, when that customer is a primary what do you call master data object which will be we will be dealing, right? So there are a lot of data which is important here. You see order tab, shipping tab, billing tab. There are so many things. Okay, let's see one by one actually. Yeah, the sales district now. Let's see. Sales district. Let's say when you are dealing when you are selling in the India, right? So you can have some sort of district you can maintain, right? If you, as I said, these all are not mandatory. If you are using a sales district to track your sales, you will create it. If you don't use it, I mean the business don't use it, you will keep it blank also. Okay. Like you see, you can divide India also into four regions: east, west, south, north, right? And why we do all this thing actually just to create the report. Because what happens at the owner of the company, think as you as the owner of the company, you always want to have you always want to know these kind of figures, right? Whether my North India sales is high or South India sales is high, this data is important to you. You're not bothered about the individual invoices. You always see the bigger picture basically, right? As the owner of the company. So how you can know all these things? When you create this. If you don't create the sales region or sales district, you cannot track it down. Okay, so it's all decided at the time of configuration only that okay whether the management or the owner of the company want reporting at this level or not. If they don't want it, we don't assign it. We keep it blank. That's it. Okay. Sales office, sales group, we already discussed in the while we be will be while we were doing this configuration actually. So sales office, let's say a customer belongs to your Maharashtra. So and there is a sales office in Maharashtra also. So obviously that customer will always go to the Maharashtra sales office only, right? He will not travel to Chennai for any sales, right? So we can assign the sales office also. Similarly, sales group. If a sales a group of salesperson who are handling this customer always, you can assign that sales group also. So then again you can track it down. Let's say we four working as a group. We can group it like G001 or anything. You can assign that G001. Okay, and we are always helping this customer to buy goods and all the sales related activity we are helping. And there are let's say there are 10 groups, similar groups, four people that at the end of month, end of quarter, company will take a report, right? Which group has performed well, which group has given more sales to the company. So all this information you can track it down from here. But again, I said, if it is required by the company, then only. If they don't want, leave it blank. That's not mandatory. Okay. Now, customer group. Customer group, it's very what do you call? The term is very user friendly actually. The grouping of customer, whether it's a bulk customer, it's a medium customer, it's a dealer, right? It could be distributor also, right? When a big company is selling actually something, it can sell it to its customer, a bulk dealer, medium dealer. Then those all are what? Customer groups only, right? What kind of customer group it has. So those all data you can maintain here. This will help you in the reporting as well as in the pricing as well. Okay. When I say pricing, because see, when let's say a bulk customer or bulk distributor is buying you something, that time you price slightly lower than what you price when you are selling it individually, right? Real world also you must have say if you buy some hundred of something, then they price you something. They price something lower, right? But if you buy only two or three, they will charge you something extra, something else, right? So in pricing also this field will be you, this customer group. If you don't create customer group, then you cannot control pricing at a customer group level. If you create it, then only you can use it. Like here, if you see in our case, we have not. sorry, we are using this customer with 02. So now in pricing also I can maintain. Okay, whenever customer is coming with a customer with 02, take this price. The data I will maintain in the customer master with this price master. Okay. So for that purpose we use this customer group. Now ABC you can leave. Now currency is important actually. At which currency your customer is going to pay or this transaction is going to happen for that customer. This is very important. Currency. In sales order, generally the currency comes from your customer master only because any sales order or invoice which is created that is specific to that customer, right? So that currency will come from your customer master only. Sometimes what could happen, a customer currency could be different and your document currency could be different. That time some exchange rate will come into picture, right? Let's say you are dealing some business in US company or US person, right? The customer sits in US. You will maintain all the prices in INR. The customer wants its billing in USD. So obviously some sort of conversion or exchange rate you maintain, right? In real world also you must have seen, right? The dollar is going high, the UPN is going down, all those stuff you must have seen in the real world or the news also, right? So all this data you maintain in SAP also. We can work, I mean, we can work in a multiple currency. As I said, let's say I maintain the price in INR. The customer wants the billing in dollar. Okay, then this conversion rate has to be there from INR to USD. Then only the billing will happen or transaction will be done. Else system will throw me some error. Who will maintain all this exchange rate and all? Finance team. We don't maintain all this stuff. We are not bothered. $1 equal to how much rupees and all. We don't bother as a salesperson. Since there is a finance team, it's their part to maintain all those data. Okay. Let's stop here only. We'll continue from staging of this all this thing tomorrow. Okay. Any questions so far?